proving. I tried to talk to you before, but you talked with the other Christian.
Oh, forgive me. Go on.
Tall guy.
Oh,
It's a bit,
go on, what are you saying? I have a nice what?
you have a nice concept about Muhammad to disprove of this.
Oh, yeah.
Or no?
Yes.
I'm an agnostic. I'm from Greece.
From Greece, yeah, we said to Canada. Yes.
So you have a nice concept about proving and disproving Muhammad.
This is the point. So, look, to be a Muslim, you have to believe two things. Allah is the only one worthy of worship and Muhammad is his messenger. So, to get to Allah being the only one worthy of worship, you can go through the messenger. Okay, so you test the messenger. If he's not lying, crazy, or deceived, he has to be a true messenger. So, if you want to disprove Muhammad, all you need to do is pick a poison. Pick one. Is he crazy? Is he lying? Or is he deceived? Because right now, in your worldview, he's one of them. And you've got to justify...
one more.
What?
He can be very charismatic leader.
But he would still be lying about an angel speaking to him. See, the point here is this. We're talking about his claim that an angel spoke to him. So either an angel spoke to him and he's a messenger of God, or a demon pretended to be an angel and spoke to him, and he thinks he's a messenger of God. Or he's crazy thinking an angel speaking to him, so he's a crazy person. Or he's lying about an angel speaking to him. So even if he was a charismatic person, he's still either lying that an angel spoke to him or not.
Sure.
So there's only three options.
Okay.
So you have to choose which one.
It's quite interesting, your point.
Yeah.
I'll think more about it.
Please do. Let me give you my card.
It's quite an interesting point.
That's my channel. That's my WhatsApp. You can send me a message, no problem. Yeah. And my email.
Cool.
So basically, what I'd like you to do is choose one. Because he can't be all three. Why? Because a crazy person thinks they're telling the truth. Yeah? A deceived person thinks they're telling the truth. So they can't be a liar. Yeah? Because a liar knows what they're saying isn't true.
Yeah.
So if you want to say he's a liar, forget crazy and deceived.
Right.
I'd say as an agnostic, forget deceived.
Yeah.
Stick with lying.
Not a liar.
He's either lying about an angel speaking to him, or he's crazy thinking angels are talking to him. But I can dismiss crazy.
Or he's telling the truth.
So, no. If he's not telling the truth,
if he's not, okay. Yeah.
he has to be lying about it, or he's crazy. Let me take crazy away.
Yeah.
I'll take crazy away. What illness would explain hearing and seeing angels? What mental illness? Schizophrenia, something like that. All right. What are the three symptoms of schizophrenia? Seeing and hearing things, social recluse, and paranoia. So if someone's suffering from schizophrenia, you're smoking weed, man.
Brother,
Yeah. So if someone's suffering from schizophrenia,
I have two glasses.
and we look at their life, then we should expect to see the effects of schizophrenia. We should look at this man as someone's paranoid, social recluse. We don't see that. We see a man going from an acorn to a mighty oak tree.
Shall I tell you my...
One second, let me just explain this. Okay. And also, if you have a mental illness and you don't treat it, it gets worse. And then you die. You don't get stronger, you get weaker. Okay. So, do you agree that he wasn't mentally ill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree on that.
Well, what do you want to tell me?
So, what I think about this, what might happen over there, because something happened. He's a guy, with all the respect, he's a prophet for you, but he's a man in the desert.
Right now, I've taken off my Muslim hat, so
exactly,
no problem.
Yeah. So, with a book claiming to be from God, right?
No, forget the book. Forget the book.
Yeah, we have a person claiming receiving revelation from God, instructing the people, right? So that can have an explanation, in my opinion, if this person saw something really bad happening in his society, and he wanted to change it. He wanted his society, he was upset with his society, the way that his society was living.
Fine.
And intentionally, he wanted to change it. He wanted to find a way to change it.
Fine. So what you're saying now is...
So I'm saying that is a charismatic person.
No, I understand. But so he's lied, though. So he lied about an angel for the betterment of his society.
Not only his society, for the betterment of maybe the whole world. For the betterment of his society at the beginning, but
okay. Now, so let's say this is true. So his motive was altruism. Yeah, he wasn't interested in having palaces and this, that. He just wanted everyone to live together peacefully and better.
Yeah.
Okay. Then why did he go down and turn the city upside down with his first proclamation about the false idols that they're worshipping?
because the idols, maybe the idols or the.
But why would you do that?
The
If you
intention they
knew,
had
no, but if you
was
knew,
leading them to bad things.
no.
So he wanted to change that.
No, but if you knew that the whole city's economy was based on these idols, because pilgrims used to come and bring their idols to the Kaaba and worship them at the Kaaba, and they used to trade with the Quraysh, the merchants. This is how this was the industry of the city. And so Muhammad is basically telling them all these idols are false. If he wanted to do what you said, he could smooth it in. Yeah, don't worry, still worship your idols, but you know Allah is the main God, and he could easily have done this. But we don't see this. One second. One second. Hey man, so sang, bro. Oh, okay, inshallah. Yeah, I was just chatting to that big Mormon family who was here. Okay, I've got another guy that told you that sheikh. Just send me the address, inshallah, and then I'll take it from there. How far away is it? All right, just send me the address, inshallah. Jazak Allah Khair. Jazak Allah Khair. Yeah, sorry.
If you have something to do, we're going to discuss another day. So
It's okay. So basically, when we see the life of the Prophet Muhammad and we see what happened and the persecution that took place, that he suffered and exiled in the desert to die, this guy's got to scratch his head and think, wait a minute, what am I doing here? He's not going to keep doing it. Anyway, let's imagine he did keep doing it. There's three portions to the lie. One, did he have the character of someone who would lie? No. But anyway, did he have motive? Okay, we're claiming altruism is his motive. But the third one, did he have the capacity? Was he capable of producing the Quran by himself over 23 years? Which he claimed. No.
yeah.
Because he was an illiterate man.
That claim is debatable, right?
No. The claim is not debatable. Why? Because his enemies knew he was illiterate.
No, I mean, we do not know if in this plan to unite the Arabs, to make a great empire, to create a new religion.
No. You're missing the
If in
point.
this plan, let's say if this is the plan,
No, you're missing
there
the
was
point.
other people there as
You
well
mi-
with him.
No.
We do not know that 100%.
No. We know, based upon his history, his biography.
But biography we have from external sources as well, only from Arabs.
From Arabs, of course. Who else? How do you know about the Egyptians? From the Egyptians.
But you have
Okay.
from others as well.
Say it again.
The Greeks, for example, or other people are writing for the Egyptians.
No,
You
then,
don't take it only
how
from
do
the Egyptians.
how do the Greeks know what the Egyptians were doing?
No, I mean, you have an external other sources as well.
How would the Greeks know what the Egyptians were doing? Well, when the Greeks tell you their history,
Example.
do you reject Greek history because it's Greeks telling you? Or would you expect them to know?
Oh, no, what I'm saying, if Greek people writing about themselves, obviously they will write good things, right? If English people writing about themselves,
Yeah.
they will say good things. If Hitler writing about himself, he will say good things.
Yeah.
So everyone's writing about himself.
Right.
He will say positive things about himself.
Right.
But how do we know
Yeah.
that the Prophet Muhammad,
Yeah.
he wasn't with other people planning to do this plan to unite the whole thing?
Okay. Then you would have to evidence it.
Exactly.
So you're
What
just
is
arguing. So basically, you're just arguing from silence. Okay. The evidence points to the fact that he wasn't doing that. When he was receiving revelation, he was on his own, or his wives were with him, or his companions witnessed it. How he would change when the revelation
And we're
came.
100% sure about it. That's what I'm saying. This
Yes.
is a claim.
Yeah. Because
This is a claim from
so
Muslims,
here's the thing.
Arabs.
No. The point here is this: we verify who's saying it. We test the veracity of each person. So imagine you have a chain of narration of a thing occurring. We have a methodology to know who was in the chain, who these people were they honest, were they crazy, were they there? We have a whole science behind it to determine whether or not this thing occurred or not.
Yeah, but
Now, if you're going to question that, forget history, because you haven't got that in history. What we have as Muslims, no one in history has. The idea that you can identify each person who's claiming what happened and know who that each person was and have books written about those people, you don't have this. So if you're going to question that history, forget history. It's none of your business. Because you can't get more voracious than that. Like, for example, Christians claim about the Gospels. They don't know who wrote the Gospels.
No, I know.
It doesn't matter who they were. And so the idea that, and they say, oh, it's the most attested book. What are you talking about? What does that even mean? Just because you copy a lie 1,000 times doesn't make that lie
I believe
true.
more or less this thing. I believe this thing for more or less for any historical book.
But
I don't think history, because history is from the winners, right?
So then what you got to do then is,
Science.
okay, then what you got to do then, if you're going to be so skeptical, look at the Quran and ask yourself, could Muhammad be the author of this book? Could he know the stuff that's in this book? Could anyone know what's in this book? So for example, when it speaks about the honeybee and how she has 2 stomachs where the honey is produced, no one in history knew this. No one. Only until the 17th century when you got microscopes and you could see what was going on. Nobody knew where honey was produced in a bee. But the Quran speaks about it. And it doesn't just speak about it, Allah talks about it and says, in this are signs for those who reflect. So the beautiful thing about Islam, the Quran, throughout the Quran, is telling you know this evidence for God people ask for? It's not supernatural.
Well, me, when I'm asking evidence for God, because as an agnostic, I do not know.
No, but
God
there's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
The evidence for God is not in miracles. The evidence of God is not a face in the sky. The evidence for God is creation. Creation is the evidence.
There we disagree. But
Well, no. Okay, you can disagree. Allah in the Quran tells us the evidence of His existence is the creation. Allah tells you, look around you, look at the heavens, look inside yourself, look at the honeybee, look at the respiratory system, look at the digestive system. Did you create yourselves? Where did you come from? SubhanAllah, the Quran throughout it is challenging man. Where did you come from? Where do you think you came from? How do you explain this? How do you explain this?
well, sure, not from science.
So again,
Science cannot explain that.
of course.
I don't believe in science.
So the point here, I believe in science.
I believe in science. They can tell us what is good for now, but maybe tomorrow.
No,
they'll
no,
change it.
this is the thing you see about science. You cannot discover truth using science.
Exactly.
Because it's based on the data, and the data could change. Yeah, I would agree.
I agree with that.
This is why we don't say scientific miracles in the Quran.
Yeah.
But what we do say is there's signs in the Quran that whoever authored this book cannot be a 6th century shepherd. Impossible. Because the information it contains is not known by him. Impossible. So, and the style of it, the Quran, the Arabic it's recited in, it's all a recitation, it's all a poetry.
So you, as a person, personally,
Yeah.
why do you believe Islam is true?
Say it again, sorry?
Why do you believe, and why you are a Muslim, and why do you believe Islam is true?
Because I believe Muhammad was a messenger of God. Because he
By
couldn't be anything.
establishing this, the principle.
Yeah, the principle, he couldn't be anything other than that. And then when you look at what Islam teaches and what it prohibits, look at the poisons in society today. Drugs, alcohol, gambling, sexual immorality and interest dealings, destroying every society of the world. Every society.
I agree.
Islam prohibits all of it.
Yeah.
Why 1400 years ago did the author of the Quran know this and prohibit it? And not just what prohibit it, what leads to it. SubhanAllah. So, this is one way I became a Muslim. When I read this book called Halal and Haram by Yusuf Qaradawi, yeah, and it was just basically the do's and don'ts of Muslims, or do's and don'ts of Islam. I promise you, when I read this book, I was like, wow, this is like world peace stuff. If everybody followed this, because Islam eradicates racism. In Islam, you cannot treat somebody different just because of the color of their skin, or because of what class they are, or because of what sex they are. Now, people say, oh, there's no equal rights with men and women in Islam. No, there isn't. There's no such thing as with equal rights in Islam between men and women, but what there is equitable rights. So, for example, my wife, she doesn't have to work. I have to work, right?
Yeah.
If she works,
Roles.
the money she makes, she gets to keep.
It's hers, yeah.
I can't ask for it or ask her what she's done with it. Yeah?
You're gonna take it.
I can't touch it. I can't touch it.
If you follow for the religion for what it is, no.
And we'll talk about the teachings of Islam here. I, as a man, I have to go to work, I have to pay the bills. That's my duty. But a woman doesn't have to do these things. Is that fair? A woman gets to wear silk and gold.
But me.
No, but listen. A woman gets to wear silk and gold. I don't get to wear silk and gold. It's prohibited for me. We're not equal. We're equitable. Everything has rights and limits in Islam. Women have rights but limits. Men have rights but limits. Wives have rights. Husbands have rights but limits. Parents have rights but limits. Animals have rights but limits. Everything has rights and limits within Islam. It's just magical the way it's all proportioned and put together.
Culture has a lot to play as well. That's where it gets a bit.
Islam is a strong religion.
No, culture can affect it. See, what Islam should do to a culture is refine it. It should soak out the best parts of that culture. It does it to English. If you're an English Muslim, Islam will pull out the best parts of English culture, where you are with your neighbours and your parents and all of these things. Yeah, this is the Prophet Muhammad taught the man who goes to bed with his belly full whilst his neighbour's belly's empty, he is not a Muslim. One of the biggest things in Islam is charity. So the beautiful thing about Islam is not just some abstract thing like a Christian says, oh, Jesus died for me and that's it. Yeah. No, you live and breathe Islam.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah?
No, in Christianity, I reject Christianity, to be honest, because of the irrationality that they have. They don't have
it's
rational,
ridiculous. People say to me,
I respect them. In my family, they are, back in Greece.
Yeah.
They have, and
I'll tell you a funny.
They're very similar
I'll tell you a funny
Muslims,
story.
yeah?
I'll tell you a funny story. Yeah. When I was 17, I worked in Zakynthos.
Okay.
You know Zakynthos?
Yeah.
And I heard this firing of guns. Right? They're firing these guns. Yeah. What the hell is going on? And they're going, Saint-Denis is coming. Saint-Denis is coming. What the hell is Saint-Denis? And apparently it's a saint that comes. And anyway, so they get taken to the town. And so we were like walking past this church, and we seen all these people all queuing up. So what's all this about? So we like queuing up, right? And they were all queuing up to kiss the feet of Saint-Denis. It was like...
Yeah, no, I know.
And we like turning around, and there's all these like, Greek ladies in black. And like, oh my God, this is terrible. And we had to like, kiss the feet of a flipping skeleton.
It's weird. Yeah.
But the point is, people say to me, oh, you're only a Muslim because, Christians didn't get to you, Islamic Muslims got to you first. I said, listen, mate,
No.
I could not, my brain would not allow me to sleep at night if I was a Christian. There's too many questions, man. Too many things I have to accept that make no sense whatsoever. But the beautiful thing about Islam, my brain sleeps like a baby.
I get what you're saying, but the thing is that doesn't mean that's something because emotionally it feels better or it has some truth or it's more rational than something else that is a truth. Because the claim we have here is that this book and these teachings are from God. So now we have to test them to the extent that we didn't test anything else before. It's not that you're telling me, in my home I have a cat and say, show me a picture. You show me a picture, I say, I believe you. I don't need anything, because even if you don't have a cat, what's going to affect me?
No, but you're justified in believing me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna put my head in the guillotine.
I understand.
But it doesn't really make sense. But now here, all of us have to put the head in the guillotine if this book is true.
Yes.
That's why we need to test it.
Yes.
What are you saying is beautiful.
What would you want to test from it?
No.
What I'm trying to say is that this is a huge claim.
Yes.
And we have to test it with a lot of things. Not just because it sounds nice. I understand it sounds nice. It sounds logical. Logical than Christianity.
The beautiful thing is, we can take a step back. If Muhammad is a messenger of God, and that's what he revealed, then that's a message from God.
Yeah.
Because we believe Muhammad's a messenger of God.
Yeah.
That's it. So once Muhammad is a messenger of God, the Quran is automatically the message from God. Automatically.
Yeah, but you have to establish that.
Yes.
You have to establish that the book is from God.
If someone's a messenger of the king, and you establish he is a messenger of that king, then the message he's come with is whose? The king's. Yeah?
I agree.
Okay. So if you're questioning whether this person is a messenger of God, and then you determine he is a messenger of God, then that would make his message from God. Do you understand? So this is why, I want you to go down this lie in front. This is your angle, no problem. You got my card. Did I give you my card?
Yeah.
Right. Go to my channel. I'll show you actually.
I spoke with many people here as well, with Zasin. Yeah.
I don't think you've spoken to anybody like me though.
You know this thing that you're saying that needs to get tested. What things are you are you specifically
to get tested because you're making a claim that the book in Arabic is from God. Me, I do not know Arabic.
No.
Okay.
So that's for me that I do not know Arabic. It's a big problem, right?
Okay.
How can a book be from God in Arabic? I do not even know Arabic. So it's a problem for me. Do I have to learn the language? And
No, I'm Englishman, mate. You're talking to an Englishman.
No, I get it, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Let me show you.
For example, the problem of evil, let's say, yeah?
Don't worry about that rubbish.
The problem of...
Don't worry about that. It is where it is. That's it. No, seriously. Once it's a message from God, it's a message from God. Like it, don't like it.
Yeah.
No, it's no problem. Okay, let me help you. What if God wants evil in the world? Would evil in the world be evidence of God's existence? Yes.
No, I mean, they don't attribute the evil thing. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying to you. All right. So anyway, sorry. If you go to my playlist, on my channel, I'm going to show you. This one, Challenge Muhammad.
I'm already subscribed to it.
I know, mashallah. You got these three Yeah, was he was he deceived? Was he a liar? And was he crazy? That's the one you should watch.
The middle one.
The middle one, examining the claim of the Prophet. Was he a liar?
Okay.
We did a 3-hour stream on it, demonstrating how he wasn't.
I'll do that.
Inshallah.
I'll do
All right. Yeah. And make sure you message me.
I'll do it.
Yeah. What's your
Thank
name
you,
again?
yeah? Tony.
Tony. That's not your name. What's your name? What's your name? Honestly.
Antonius.
Anthony.
Antonius, yeah.
Antonius.
Yeah, yeah.
Antonius.
I make it Tony, it's easier.
Whenever I meet someone who's Greek and say George, I say Yorgos. Now imagine I was 17 when I worked in Falaraki. 17 in Zakynthos. I was 21 when I worked in Falaraki, in Rhodes.
You know, even in for example, my grandmother and my grandfather. they're
No,
very close.
Greece. Falaraki's in Rhodes. Yeah, proper scummy, disgusting nightlife.
We went down holiday.
I know.
I lasted 6 weeks there in Silivi in Zakynthos. I was there. It was just because it was a new island then. It was a new development, Zakynthos. In 2000, I'm 53 now. I was 17 at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like a new island, and it was. I was there for 3.5 months.
A lot of British people go there in Greece. They love it.
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah. Silivi was really nice. Have you been to Zakynthos?
Yeah.
Because you have Silivi, Lagana, Argasi. You had Argasi, which was like lively, and then you had Lagana, which is like flipping Falaraki.
No.
But I was in Silivi.
Do you like it? Yeah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I was 17, man. You know what? When I went there, right, 50 quid in my pocket with a one-way flight. That's what I did. And I just arrived. I had a week in a hotel, an apartment, to find a job. I got like a beach bar work and this and that, and then I was working in a club. I was only 17. I turned 18 out there, actually. This time last year, actually. Wow, yeah, because I turned 18 there on August the 1st, which was like, my birthday was yesterday. I was 53.
And how long now you've been a Muslim?
24 years. 25 years in October.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. But when you speak to me, do I seem like a crazy guy that someone's fooled and tricked?
I see your channel. You're a logical person. You're making logical conclusions.
Alhamdulillah.
And yeah, you can.
Because you have to explain. Okay, if this guy's intelligent and clever and whatever, why is he a Muslim? Why does he believe that?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Which is beautiful. Which is why I've waited here with you. I've missed 2 appointments that I could be on.
I know. I saw you.
Yeah, but I'm going to make one of them. I don't know which one though. But Antonio. Tony. How you doing?
Even on the hindsight, from us being the youth growing up, besides being Muslim, I feel like just because we've got that with us, it's given a guideline for life, how to live our life.
Have you ever questioned it? Like to say, is it true what they're telling me or no? Or
I've not had a reason to question it, just because everything I've taken from what I've read and seen and taught, it's helped me always in life. Like I know if I've got nothing, I've got Islam in my heart.
What do you believe about, for example, other people that are not Muslims? Because other people, they're arriving in different conclusions, right?
Yeah, well, it's simple first. You got the believers and non-believers. Our journey is different to theirs. Journey after death is different to theirs.
Yeah.
So that's all. But either way, I don't have no hate for a non-Muslim. If you're not a Muslim, it doesn't mean I'm gonna feel a certain way. That's not what Islam teaches us.
See, the difference with me is slightly different. I hate
a little bit more in the concept of God. I have questions and stuff, but this is long conversation, so.
Well, no, I can give you my DNA flex. But anyway, so the point is, I'm different, a little bit different, slightly different. I don't hate people of other faiths. I hate all other faiths, though. I hate their religions because they're all false. They're all false. I hate lies.
What do you think about, for example, my concept, agnosticism, that I say that I admit that I do not know? What do you think about that?
In terms of what do you mean?
I'm looking what's happening, yeah? And I say, you know what, this thing is unexplainable.
Which is fine.
And I say, I understand.
No, but who can explain it? But who can explain it?
I think no human can explain it.
Only God can explain it.
If we have to explain this, that God exists.
No. Are you agnostic or an atheist?
Agnostic.
Right, you believe God exists?
No, I do not know if God is there.
All right, so you don't believe God exists?
I'm not an atheist.
So you don't believe God exists?
No, I have the possibility open.
All atheists are agnostic. Because no atheist doesn't know.
An atheist has to make a positive claim.
No, they don't.
No. An atheist has to make a positive claim that God is not there.
No, they don't.
So my question...
No, they don't. No atheist can say God doesn't exist. All they can say is they're not seen in...
non-atheists then?
All of you are atheists. All atheists are agnostic because no atheist. Because no
I've
atheist.
seen atheists. They say I can prove that God doesn't exist.
No, they can't.
And they're giving you
no
evidence,
atheist.
right?
Even Richard Dawkins won't say that because they know they can't.
What kind of proof can they show for that?
You know,
say God doesn't exist?
they show their proof, but I don't believe in
No.
atheism.
No, listen to me. Listen.
Atheism is a different thing.
Let me help you.
I'm an agnostic.
Let me help you. All atheists are agnostic. Why?
Sure.
All of them. Yeah.
You might be right.
I am right. Come on, this is not my first rodeo, is it? Okay, I'll tell you why, yeah? Because all atheists, no atheist can say God doesn't exist. All they can say is they don't believe God exists. Yeah? They have lack of evidence for God's existence, therefore they don't believe. But you ask any atheist, could God exist? They'll say, yeah, but I don't believe he does. They can't say no.
They can say no.
They can't.
To a certain religion.
They
You know
can't.
what's happening? I'll tell you what's happening. It's happening a confusion here
No.
between the word atheism and agnostic.
There's no
and someone
difference.
who's believing in God.
I'll help you.
Let me tell you that.
They're all the
Explain
same.
the difference. Go on, you
They
tell
are
us
not
what
the
you
same.
think.
No, no,
You
no.
tell us
Okay, you
what
tell me the
think.
difference between an atheist and an agnostic. Go on.
I'll tell you. Atheist is claiming that all the religions and all the concepts of God that I have heard from till now, they're all wrong.
Yeah, because they don't believe in God.
Yes, they don't.
So if you don't believe in God,
yeah.
then all religion has to be false.
Automatically.
By default.
I don't think it's that. They're just saying when someone says is an atheist, they're usually saying it because they don't believe in Christianity, they don't believe in Islam. they don't believe- you know what I mean? They're confusing that concept.
No. You're confusing it. Okay. An atheist is someone who denies the existence of God or doesn't believe God exists.
Okay.
Hasn't been convinced God exists. So they use the term, I haven't seen evidence for God, therefore I don't accept it. Okay. If you don't believe God exists on this principle, then of course any religion that claims to believe in God you're going to reject.
Yeah.
Right. Now an agnostic, you're just the same. You don't know if God exists or not. You're the same.
Yeah.
There's no difference. Do you believe God exists?
I do not know.
No, do you believe God exists?
What is God?
I asked you, you know.
You have to ask
a creator
what
of
is
everything.
God?
Creator of everything. Do you believe?
No, we
oh,
don't
okay. Let me help you. Let me help
We
you.
don't know.
Let me help you.
You have to define what is God.
I'm going to define it. Don't worry. Listen. Okay. Do you believe this whole universe that exists happened accidentally or deliberately?
There is two possibilities.
Yeah. Which one is it? Which one do you believe?
No. There is not only these two possibilities.
Give me a second one. Give me a third one.
I'll tell you. There is or there is a creator.
No.
A prime mover, whatever you want.
No. Forget that. Do you believe?
I'll tell
One
you
second.
what
No. Listen to the question. Do you believe that this universe is accidental or deliberate?
It's it's neither.
Well,
Neither of those.
do you believe in the Big Bang?
Yes.
Okay. Was the Big Bang deliberate or accidental?
The Big Bang is not everything, though. The Big Bang is the universe. It's not everything.
That's what I'm talking
What
about.
was before the universe?
Don't worry about
nothing.
Before the Big Bang.
No. Can I tell you my concept? And then you tell me what you think. So my concept is that it's either a creator, prime mover, God,
Yeah.
you call it,
Yeah.
or this universe, or not the universe, sorry, the existence in general is existing there eternally by itself.
Yeah.
It's either one of those two.
Yeah, which one do you believe?
I don't believe any of those.
You have to believe one of them.
I believe one of those can be true.
You have to believe
but
one of
I
them.
do not know which one is true.
Yeah. Which one do you believe? I
don't believe
didn't
in
ask.
anything.
No. You do.
I don't believe, no.
Do you know?
That's why I'm an agnostic.
Let me help you. Do you know what the word belief means?
Yes.
What?
Belief is that I believe, for example, this guy will win.
No. What does the word belief mean?
I explain you. Is what gut feeling that you have? Something will happen from
No.
from evidences
No.
and things
No.
that you see.
A belief is the acceptance of something to be true. That's all it is.
No, no.
That's what it is.
Believe. If I say I believe,
You accept.
if I believe, no,
Yeah.
it's not acceptance.
It's this.
The way you are using it is like.
No, that's what the word
way
means.
I using it is not.
Okay. Let me help you. I don't mind helping.
If I say.
One second. Just bear with me a
If I
second.
say I believe.
Just 1 second.
Donald Trump will win the elections.
Bear with me a
Does
second.
that mean I know
Bear
it?
with me a second. Bear with me a
So it
second.
has two meanings.
Bear with me a second. Just bear with me a second. Hey, Fudge.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, I want you to list me names, or words that are synonymous with the word belief. Say 10 of them.
Sure. Faith, trust, conviction, confidence, acceptance, trustworthiness, assurance, reliance, certainty, credence.
Right.
Yeah, but confidence is no. I'm
Yeah.
confident about something. That doesn't mean that it is.
Oh, okay, let me help you. When you say you believe something, it means you accept that thing is true. Okay. It means you've heard a proposition and you've accepted it. When you say you don't believe something, you heard the proposition and you've rejected it.
Yes.
Right. So the word belief is the acceptance of something. You're convinced by something. You're convicted by something. You
Yeah,
trust
no,
that thing.
no,
You
but
have faith. Yes,
Belief is
yes.
not like knowing. Belief
No,
is
it's
like
not.
knowing.
Forget
He's not saying
knowing.
that. He's not
Who's
saying that.
mentioning knowing?
He's not saying that.
It's just we're just talking.
Belief doesn't mean knowing.
Okay, what's your point?
Oh, so my point is when I say belief, you think it's some abstract thing. That's why you're very defensive when I ask you. You either believe that this universe is a product of a prime mover or it isn't. Now, I'm not saying do you know, but which
No,
one do you believe?
I'm telling you, I don't believe, because I do not know. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know?
Shall I teach you a lesson? Let me teach you a lesson.
But can I speak?
I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. If I tell you, I know that I do not know how to drive an aeroplane.
All right.
That's what it is.
All right, all right.
I know
Shall I teach you a lesson?
that I do not know
Shall I teach you a lesson?
which one of those two is true.
Let me teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
Do you believe your father's your father?
I believe nobody can be sure.
You're not sure?
Nobody can be sure. Can you be sure?
You're not sure?
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Have you done DNA test?
One second. You're
Have you
not
done
sure.
DNA test?
You're not sure whether your
Who can
mother
know?
cheated on your father.
Who can know? Can you know? I believe it's not.
Yes.
You believe not.
Yeah.
How do you,
But I cannot. You cannot put the head in the guillotine.
So you believe.
Knowing and believing is different things.
I
my
agree.
friend.
So do you know your father's your father?
No.
Nobody can know that.
but you believe it?
You believe it, yeah.
On what basis?
Why do you believe it?
To know it, you need to do a DNA test.
Why do you believe it?
Have you done a DNA
what
test?
basis?
Well, no. That won't even help you. You could do it in
What
it.
do you mean?
I'll
It's
explain.
not gonna help you.
I'll help you. I'm here to help you, Tony. Okay.
Help me, my friend.
Even if
Yeah.
you did a DNA test, can you interpret a DNA test?
No, if you do it by yourself, how can you interpret it?
You know,
If
we have to
go-
understand-
if you go and take it,
Yeah, you're
you
going to
do
take
by
it.
yourself.
No, you've got to trust the doctor, isn't it? That he's telling you the truth. You're never going to know.
No, you will know.
How will you know?
This is the only way to know.
How would you know?
Because with a DNA test, you can know.
You would only know if you could read the results of a DNA test.
Yeah.
But it might be a fake DNA
And where does it?
And how do you know you give the right piece of hair?
If you go in a doctor that nobody knows, you
The,
can
the
know.
reality of this life, Tony, you'll go
Is
through.
not-
You'll go through it.
I get your point.
Oh, no, so I'm going to make the point.
Yeah.
The reality of this life, you will go through this life not knowing hardly anything, but you'll go through it believing in so many things.
And that's wrong.
That's correct.
Because you
No.
you knowing things, you are not sure.
No,
my
no,
friend.
no, no, no,
Yes,
no,
you are
no.
not. Even our
No.
fathers here, we do not know.
No,
it's
no,
our
no,
father.
no, no, no.
With
No,
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 offense.
no.
You know it if you do the DNA test. my
I'll
friend.
say it again
And you
to
know
you.
I'm saying the truth.
No, not at all. Okay, a justified belief can be even more powerful evidence than knowing. I'll give you an example. How could I know my wife has never cheated on me? You would have to follow her 24/7. Okay, someone would have to follow her 24/7. Everywhere she goes, cop follows everything. So that's the only way I could know. Okay, but I believe 100% she'd never cheat on me because I know her character, I know who she is, and I know she's a Muslim and fears Allah, and she loves me, and she would never jeopardize anything. That's more powerful than knowing.
No.
Yes.
I disagree.
I disagree with you.
I disagree with you, my friend, because you cannot know the absolute truth.
You don't
Knowing
have to.
something
You
and
don't have to
believing-
know.
You don't have to.
You don't have to know, but you can 100% believe
You're
it.
claiming, no, but listen, you're claiming
Yes.
now here, you're claiming that God exists, right?
Yes.
Okay, in order to do that claim,
Yes.
you need to have evidence in the same heaviness that they claim you are doing.
Yes.
You don't
DNA.
have it.
DNA.
You don't have it.
DNA.
I told you before. You asked me what
DNA.
I believe. You asked me what I believe of these
Okay.
two options. Yeah?
Tell me where the information in DNA came from.
You asked me those two options I had.
That's all you got.
1 second. Yeah. You asked me which one I believe.
Yeah. Which one?
And I told you I don't believe in any. That's why I'm an agnostic.
No.
I cannot.
No. That's just pure ignorance.
Okay, it's pure ignorance. Okay.
Pure ignorance.
No, it's not pure
You
ignorance.
have to take a side, mate.
You are. Why?
Okay.
Why-
Just because
why you have to take a side?
understand something.
This is a logical.
I'll help you. I'll help you.
Take a side.
I'll tell you why. Because one of those has to be true in reality.
Yeah, but how can you test the truth, my
You
friend?
can't.
So
you
you're
have-
remaining agnostic.
So it doesn't matter.
Like me.
Look. Just because you believe something doesn't mean you know that thing is true. It just means the evidence you've seen for it leans more to that way. But you cannot say, in my reality, neither way happened. You have to take a side. You have to. You have to. You do, Tony.
You don't have to.
You do,
know
Tony.
everything. You can admit that you do not know, and you remain agnostic.
Who
Or
ca-
you can be kind
Do you know
of
what Allah?
delusional.
Do you know what
and say,
Allah?
I believe in this
Do
and
you know
this
what
and
Allah
this.
calls Muslims?
What?
Inna ladina amanu. What does that mean?
That's your belief.
Oh, you who believe.
That's the way you know.
We're the believers. Okay. We're not the knowers. Yeah. It's not oh, you who know. who you will believe. The Prophet Muhammad, listen. The Prophet Muhammad said when he was with his companions, he says, I can't wait to the time to meet my brothers. Yeah? And the Sahaba, the companions, were shocked. And they said, are we your brothers? He goes, no, you're my companions. My brothers are those who will believe in me who've never met me. Yeah? Subhanallah. So we believe, we accept the proposition that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah because we've reasoned it.
This is rational.
Yes.
Believing something without being there or
You're doing
Yes, yes.
What do you value
But
more,
I'm not
knowing or
absolute like
believing?
you guys.
No, but what
You guys are absolute.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
You can say, listen, my
Yes.
difference is
Yes.
believing and knowing.
Yeah.
In my
Doesn't exist.
understanding.
Doesn't exist, you're knowing. Doesn't
Believing
exist.
and knowing exists.
It doesn't exist.
Do you? I know.
Tell me what you know.
I'll tell you what I know.
Go on.
If I don't drink water, I'll die.
Okay,
This is knowledge.
right?
Nobody can say I don't believe in water.
That's it?
But when you say Islam, for example, is true, I can say Islam is not
Okay,
true and
when
walk
you-
away.
when you go through
Nothing
life,
happening to me.
when you go through
I mean,
life.
there is absolute things. There are things you believe in. So believe, I agree what he's saying, is a strong thing. I'm not saying believe is
What
a
do you
weak
value
thing.
more? Do you value knowing more or believing more?
Of course.
In your life, when
knowing.
you make decisions,
Okay,
do you
okay.
value
Do you go to the
Nothing
doctor?
can you know,
Do you
man.
go to the doctors?
Nothing.
Do you go?
A doctor you're following blindly
Do you go
in
to
a
the?
way.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Why
Because
do
he
you do that?
has. Because you don't have any other option.
Because you trust
But
him.
that does. I'm not claiming that the doctor is the best doctor ever existed.
No. The point
I'm
is,
telling you,
value your life.
I believe this doctor now.
Why?
It will help.
let me help you. Let me ask you a question.
Because
Can a belief without proof be true?
a belief. Sorry, say again.
Can a belief without proof be true?
It's possible, yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, but you cannot convince other people like that.
Oh, can. Hundreds of them, mate.
Yeah, but if they don't think, because if
You're
you
not
say,
thinking.
If you say a belief without truth,
You're not
or
thinking.
you say belief without truth, something like
You
that.
believe your doctor's a doctor without proof?
No, yeah, but I'm not saying that the doctor is the best doctor ever existed.
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
not
Do
doing
you take the medication he
absolute-
prescribes?
You are making the most absolute claim
Do you take
in
the
history.
Do you take the medication he prescribes
Yeah,
to
but
you?
if tomorrow someone comes and tells me this doctor is useless, go to another one, I will do it.
Would you?
I did a mistake.
Why would you do that?
Because
Why would you
if
believe
it's
your mate?
proven- if
Why
it's
would you believe your
proven-
mate?
If it's proven and it's telling me, look, the doctor that you went,
How's he going to prove it?
we see, or he is in jail, something
No,
happened.
you're
Go and
believing him.
someone
No, you just believe in your mate.
I think
You're using belief in life, but you cannot use belief in religion,
Yes, you can.
in the claim of God.
Same thing.
No, you
Same
cannot do
thing.
it.
Religion teaches how to
Think about
live your life.
Okay.
Think about it.
Oh, okay.
about
I
it.
believe the information in DNA can only come from an intelligent mind. Yeah. Why? Because we only see that information come from an intelligent mind.
Shall I tell you my position on that? On
Yes,
DNA?
yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want my position? So existence, as a DNA is part of existence, the universe and everything.
No.
All
No.
What do you mean no?
The information in DNA.
Anything,
No.
information,
No.
non-information,
No.
everything is there, is eternal, and it was always there and always will be there.
Prove,
the
prove
answer
it.
you're giving
You
for
know
God.
that or you believe that?
How do you know the church was done?
One second. Do you believe that?
How do you know the church was done?
One second. How do you know that?
Which one?
What you just said.
What do you mean?
You said that it's been eternal and all that. How do you know that?
Because absolute nothingness.
How do you know that?
One second, I'll tell you. I didn't feel it. Absolute nothingness cannot even be a possibility. Because with absolute nothingness, that means that nothing will exist.
All right. How do you know it's eternal?
Because this one has to be eternal.
Why?
Because there cannot be a beginning and an end in something which
Why
has
not?
always existed.
How do you know it always existed?
Because absolute nothingness cannot be a possibility.
Why?
It's all about.
Why not?
Okay.
Why
There are
can't it-
people? I'll tell you why. There are people that say we came from nothing. Okay. There are some people claiming this, scientists or whatever. Those people are wrong.
Why?
Why?
How
tell
do you know
why.
they're wrong?
I'll tell you why. Because logically, if you use logic principles, as the one you used before with the something you used before when you spoke with a Christian. Anyway, it's a deduction thing. Like you say, for example, it cannot be absolute nothingness and something at the same time. You cannot go. I think you use an example about the moon. You cannot be in the moon and not be in the moon at the same time. Same thing here. We have an absolute here. We can be absolute and say there is no possibility that for absolute nothingness, no about the universe, to even exist.
How do you know?
I just told you. It's
No, you didn't.
contradicting
That's just your
itself.
claim. How do you know?
No. Logic, what you say before, the system you had before.
No. That doesn't.
I'm using the
no.
system.
It's a bad analogy. Because
The same system.
No.
How can nothing and something exist?
No. What you said? That, could the creator have created from nothing?
The creator.
Yeah.
No, it has to be eternal because nothing cannot even exist even for a millisecond.
Why does creation have to have always existed? If a creator
Because
exists.
it's necessary and eternal. These
No.
two attributes
No.
for existence.
No.
You don't believe in that.
No.
The thing is wrong.
Creation doesn't have to be eternal, no.
If you're asking me a location,
But then you will ask who created God,
No. Because
and you will say it was
I'll
always
explain
there,
why.
always
I'll explain why. Because basically anything that begins to exist requires a cause. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. My belief is that the creator cannot have a cause because he doesn't begin to exist. You understand? So if I don't believe the creator began to exist, then he doesn't require a cause. Whereas if creation began to exist, it requires a
Was
cause.
the creation before it's been created what it was?
Who knows? I don't know.
No one.
This is why, look.
What the creation was before
Tony,
existing.
let me help you. I don't care. Okay, first thing, I don't care about this. I'll tell you why I don't care about this. Because I'm not interested in abstract things, what was before the universe. I don't care. I'm looking at DNA now. I'm looking at information in DNA now. And I'm asking the question, where did this information in DNA come from?
It didn't come from everything. It was always there. It's the same answer you will give for
What?
God. Why are you giving this answer for God and you don't allow?
Well,
me
it
to
wasn't
give
always there, was it? Because there was no universe. It was a sterile universe.
What was before the universe and when the DNA came?
The point here is this: we're talking about the single cell, yeah, with the DNA in it, because you can only replicate the cell.
Okay.
For the cell to replicate, it needs the DNA, and the DNA needs the information to know what the cell is going to become. Yeah. So where does the information come from?
That's what I'm saying. The
Where from?
information was always there. And
How do you know
always will
this?
be there.
How do you know this?
Because there is no other solution. If we go backwards, we cannot go to nothingness. Nothingness cannot exist. So the existence was always there. That's what I'm saying.
You
It's very
believe
simple.
that? You believe
Talking
that?
nonsense,
I
Tony.
don't- This is not. This is the
Tony,
principle.
Tony,
This
Tony.
is the principle you said before.
Tony,
about
Tony,
the moon.
Tony.
If someone
Talking
went to the
nonsense,
moon
mate.
or not.
Talking nonsense.
I'm talking nonsense.
Absolute nonsense.
I think you're talking nonsense. To be honest.
No, it's not physics, it's biology. And DNA contains information,
I
and
believe
you only ever see this type
someone
of.
to believe in a religion.
You only see this information when it's sourced by intelligent mind in our human experience.
Anyway, it's fine. I'll check your claims and stuff. I hope you. For me, I'm an agnostic because, as I say, you do not know many things in life, but you're still claiming you know the most absolute thing, and I think this is a problem.
I never
For
said
me.
no. I said belief.
Belief, yeah, whatever.
No, it's not whatever. It's belief, and it's justified,
for me
and
is
it's
no-
justified belief.
Everything can be justified belief.
No, it can't.
Why? If it's a belief, can be justified
Okay, justify Jesus was resurrected from the dead.
in their own concept. They
Justify
can
it. Justify
in
it.
their own glasses.
They
the
can't.
Christian,
That's why do you think I do Christians up all day today? They can't. Justify the gospel writers are historically
That's why
reliable.
I said they're wrong.
You can't.
I say they're wrong.
No.
No, he said
When
that.
I speak to Christians, yeah, they.
I agree.
No, listen.
But
They,
you're using a method there.
no, but the point.
to prove them wrong.
No, but the point is this: they believe the Gospels, the Word of God, reliable, historically, and whatever. They believe this. They don't know it; they believe it. Okay.
Yeah,
but
that's
but it ain't justified. It ain't justified. Now I can just.
I get your point.
I can justify my beliefs.
And I can justify my beliefs.
No, you can't.
Can I justify to you?
You're talking nonsense, mate.
Can I justify to you?
No.
It's fine. We cannot talk.
No, you're too skeptical. You're too skeptical.
being
Do you believe? How do you know you exist?
Do you think-
For example, how do you know you exist?
Because existence is necessary.
How do you know?
Because that's what I want to
How do you know
explain
you're
to
not? How do you know a
don't
brain
let-
in a
you
vat?
don't allow me.
How do you know
to
you're not a brain in a
explain.
vat?
Shall I explain
Okay.
you my concept? Okay.
Okay,
So absolute-
answer this question. How do you know you're not a brain in a vat and this universe began last
Whatever
Wednesday?
I am and whatever you are, we're existing in any way. It can be any way.
Now, how do you know a brain in a vat?
I do not know what exactly the existence is and how it's
I know.
operating. I'm 100% sure, and this is a knowledge, that I'm existing in a way, and you're existing in a way, and everything is existing in a way.
Right.
And I'm saying, my concept I want to discuss and tell you is the very beginning, is the nothing and something.
Right.
Why nothing and something is the same example that you give now before. You say about the moon. Can't be someone in the moon and not be in the moon at the same time.
Right.
This is the key principle to establish my position. Nothingness cannot even be a thing.
Right.
So existence, not universe. Existence before the universe.
Existence
after
of what?
The universe,
Existence of what?
Anything. The existence in general.
Of what? What existed?
Existence.
What do you know?
don't know.
What do you know that existed before the universe?
We do not know what
No,
was.
what do you know?
And how was it?
You don't
and what
know.
it is. And we do not know what's going to happen.
Do you believe
after the
something did?
universe.
Do you believe something did?
It's not. I'm telling you, it's a fact.
No, what do you know that existed before the universe?
I don't know.
All right.
That's why I'm an agnostic.
Do you believe anything happened before the universe? Anything
I'm
existed?
telling you from now, 100%
You believe it?
existence. It was always there.
No. How do you know this?
Because the nothingness, the nothing, cannot even for a millisecond exist.
Why?
Because it's a contradiction here now.
Why?
It's the same contradiction that you say about
Oh
the
no,
moon.
no. If the
It
universe,
cannot- it
no.
cannot-
See, here's the
nothing
problem.
and something
See, we've got a
cannot
dichotomy.
coexist.
We've got a dichotomy. You're talking about the universe.
I'm talking about the existence, not the universe.
So
existence,
before the
is a part of
universe,
existence.
so before the universe,
Something was there. We do not know
how do you know?
So he was hung there.
Someone who
it is
doesn't believe
logical.
anything.
Huh?
Someone who doesn't believe anything. How do you know there was
With
no
this
existence?
principle that he's using before, I'm using the same exactly principle on what? Not in the moon, if someone is in the moon or not, but nothing and nothing and something. So I'm saying absolute nothing and something cannot coexist, cannot be a reality together, both of them at the same time, even for a millisecond.
But could
So
but no.
something is necessary.
Yeah, okay. So what you're okay? One second.
And I stop there.
No.
You
So
go forward.
So
You say more claims.
No. So basically, what you're doing is making the argument from contingency. Yeah.
So many people that
The argument for contingency
Basically,
is
you're
a very strong
evidencing
argument for God for prime mover.
Yeah. So
Because
what
it
you
goes to the first
so
cause.
what you're trying to evidence
But that's
is a necessary being.
No, a necessary existence.
Yeah.
If it's a being, or if it's existence itself, that I do not know.
Necessary being.
It is a possibility. I'm not denying
That's what I'm saying.
it.
So that's why evidence. Yeah, that's fine. It's not a big deal.
But yeah,
We would agree.
yeah, I'm not denying that. I'm not telling you
Yeah, we would
delusional
agree.
because you told me that I'm talking nonsense. It's fine.
No. But
And
if you're if you're evidencing a necessary existence or a necessary being, we would call that Allah. Yeah. And what you would call it is you don't know, which is fine.
To support it.
But the reason why we would call it Allah.
No, I mean,
No, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. The reason why we would call it Allah is because we believe this necessary existence that was the prime mover to create the universe revealed the information to us through human beings.
I get it.
And now we go full circle because now we come to Muhammad again, claiming to be a messenger of the.
But
So- yeah.
you understood my thing
I
about
understand
before
that.
the Islam and about the.
No, I understand. So,
You understood
so
my-
even without a universe, there must be an existence because
100%.
yeah, we can agree on
Absolute
that.
nothingness is no
we can
thing.
agree.
Like you see scientists.
Which is fine, but it doesn't evidence anything.
No, it's evidence that existence.
No,
is eternal and
no.
necessary.
You've evidenced the existence of God, mate.
No, I have evidence that the existence.
Did this
is necessary.
existence cause the universe?
The existence is not causing or not causing. It's existing.
Okay, so this
Not causing or not
so how did
causing.
the universe come into existence then?
so sure that with
The universe is not coming or coming. We do not know what's happening. Maybe it's coming to existence.
Maybe.
It's coming again. It's doing the same.
Maybe.
Yeah, we do not know.
You don't know. Okay, fine.
That's my point. That's why I stopped there.
Yeah.
But I agree, necessary and eternal.
Alhamdulillah.
I agree on
We can
that.
agree on that. So
As an existence.
So all you need to do now is because, like I said, we call that existence Allah. Okay.
Yeah, and you have it as a. Yeah, but you have it outside of existence. Here's another problem.
Not outside of creation.
Outside, outside of creation. Here's
It
another
would, it
problem.
would have to be, isn't it?
Where you were before.
If there was no
you
universe,
existed.
yeah. So if there was no universe, then this necessary being or necessary existence would be outside the universe. Okay. So, like I said to you, the reason we can give it a name, attributes, on all of these things, yeah, is through the revelation. So now we're back to square one, mate.
Now I have to
Test Muhammad.
test the revelation.
No, test
claim.
Muhammad. Yes.
I think we are brought in there.
We're there. We got that, Tony. We got that.
No, but-
You know the funny thing is, we was already there. We was already there.
I mean,
'Cause that's
I
what
like your
happens.
style and think, yeah.
No, because it all comes back to the same thing. I'll give you an example. When I speak to atheists, yeah, I don't speak about religion.
Like what?
Yeah, I don't speak about prophets. I don't speak about nothing. I speak about science, logic, reason.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and DNA is what points me to it.
But I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
When some scientists, they're saying we came from nothing. There are some scientists that believe that, right? They say it was nothing, was some chemical reactions and stuff.
Yeah, sterile universe.
Now the weird thing is where these chemical reactions came from.
It's not
That's
the-
not nothing.
It's
That's
a
why my
process.
claim
Do
is
you know what the answer from science is when you ask where the
there's
information
no
is?
answer.
They say they don't know.
It's not, it's not
No, they say nothing. Even
No.
Cross is a scientist called Cross.
Lawrence Cross, forget him.
He wrote a book, Nothing.
Forget him.
Yeah.
Forget him. What I'm saying is, if you ask the question to scientists, where does the information in DNA come from?
Yeah.
They'll say we don't know. The nearest explanation you've got is, oh, there was RNA on some meteor or something. The problem you have with that is like there's 20 types of RNA, and it gets organized. It gets organized by the ribosome.
I get it. Yeah.
Yes, and there's like millions of proteins it can formulate. So, and based upon the principle. So this is a beautiful thing about in Islam. You know, in the Quran, Allah tells you to look to the heavens, which is what you've done, and look within yourselves, which is what I've done. So you've looked to the heavens and the universe and prior and necessary existence, and I've looked within ourselves at the smallest component, which is DNA. So these are two signs that Allah says to look at for His existence.
I mean, in the conclusion that I arrived, using your method, which is really nice method, you know, the example with the moon you gave.
Yeah. The absolute truth, yeah.
The absolute truth. Using that method, you don't need DNA, you don't need anything.
No, you do.
Someone who is in the jungle can think about, how am I here? And the only solution is, or you have to have a prime mover, which is the first cause to cause anything.
I'll explain the problem.
Or you need the existence.
I know.
Eternal
No, but the problem you have, I'll explain the problem.
There's another explanation.
I'll explain the problem. The explanation for the necessary thing could be anything. You don't know, you're not sure, blah, 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 blah. It could be anything. It could be a multiverse. It could be something that's producing universes, whatever. Was it an inflaton field, I think they use it. Okay. DNA, there's no escape. We don't have to guess what's happening. The DNA's there.
Now I get what you're saying, because the information.
Because it's in front of you.
Is the thing, yeah.
And the key with the DNA and the information in DNA is the fact that whenever you see information like it, it's always intelligence that's produced it. Never not. You never get that type of information in DNA in your human experience, a book, computer program, or whatever, blueprints to a building. It's never not the result of an intelligent mind. Never not. Okay. According to Charles Darwin, like I said earlier, when you see an effect and you don't know its cause, look for the same effect with a common cause and infer the same cause. So when we see the effects of information in our human experience, and it's always produced by intelligence, when we see the same thing in DNA, we should infer the same cause, intelligence, until something else can be presented as an alternative. And the thing is, if it's not intelligence that's caused the information in DNA, then you've got to posit randomness, which you can't posit, you can't demonstrate it. And so when you have something intelligent that's producing the information in DNA, then that thing has to be powerful and it has to be conscious. So I'm building that same necessary existence, but I'm saying the DNA cannot exist without the necessary existence. You've just gone like right back. I don't need to go right back before the universe. I can have a universe and still get to that necessary thing. You understand? Because the universe can't produce DNA. Something intelligent has to. Now, the only thing you can try to posit is aliens. But then you've got to posit where the aliens came from. No, panspermia. I think this is Richard Dawkins, what he kind of posits. You're going to see more of it because intelligent design now is becoming more and more. Yeah, there's a book, right? It's called Return of the God Hypothesis. Have you read it? Stephen Meyer?
No, I heard it. But
it's a brilliant book. Okay, and it basically says the three latest breakthroughs in science, which is string theory, which is multiverse, which is DNA. Yeah, all point to the existence of God. All of them. Because where they thought the breakthroughs in science would give an explanation for everything, it just becomes more complicated.
So say that again, the last one.
So when you discover more in science, more science discovers, the more
complicated.
The more it points to the existence of God, a creator, a designer. But it's a very good book to read. Anyway, we're part as friends.
Thank you, sir.
Message me.
I will with more questions.
Yeah, please do so. I like questions. And the thing is, I'm writing a book on Paul, I'm writing a book on Muhammad with lying, crazy, deceit, and I'm writing a book on DNA. I'm writing a book on all three of these arguments.
About gravity.
Okay.
Challenging gravity that
I'll keep in mind about Muhammad as well.
I've challenged
This is key.
Interesting for me.
Adnan, all of them. Adnan, all of them. Adnan was lying.
Challenging. Tired, yeah.
He lied.
This is interesting. We
I
came from
can
Birmingham
I can
today.
stay a very long time discussing about this.
It's good.
You know, if it's nice where
We watch
you
him
have
all the
coffee,
time.
you have tea, you have nice
But have you
company.
noticed I'm no different in real life?
I mean, he's nice when he's discussing, he's challenging you, and then he's calming down, he's nice.
Before you
I'm a nice guy.
You're a nice guy, no, I really.
You know, and the thing is with me is that I don't try to get gotcha moments. I don't try to embarrass people. You know what I mean? When I realise someone's out there, like today, I had to say to that kid, "You're out your depth, mate. Just walk away."
It can happen. When you have arguments about these things, it can happen. You're not a bad guy.
No.
Yeah.
I'm misunderstood.
And
We called the Jews to come back.
Right, let me...
Kaba Hakba did it.
Because where are you from?
It was Kaba. So
Originally.
it's that your DNA. You have to go and
Which one?
Bangladesh.
MR. If it's
Born here.
study MR and
Okay.
MR and the other one, then you know.
Going back
To
home
get
sometimes,
information.
Yeah, occasionally. Occasionally.
Okay, guys, I'm going. Very nice to meet you. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and
Salam.
inshallah. Safe journey back.